absolute priority number one is the love for the horse. I just had a friend come out and I took him out on the horse. It was one of his bucket list things to do, to ride a horse, and I took him out with my brother. We actually went and chased cows. Of course, I put him in a Western saddle. But he said, Pia, he's like, it's so cool and it's so crazy that this is your job, this is your career, and even like on a day off, this is your fun thing that you want to go do is, you know, get on a horse and, you know, just go for a ride.
Funny when things like that happen, I'm like, oh my god, it's being filmed. And I'm like fumbling with my fingers.
She ever done up.
My mare, Frida, is definitely my top horse at the moment. She is a Fürstenball Roletto. My boyfriend found her as a 2-year-old, actually at a mare and foal auction. But as a 4-year-old, I qualified her in Germany. We went to the Bundeschampionat, which is like the German national championships. So that was a really cool experience for me to do all the young horse stuff, like learning how to present a young horse, put a whole different level of experience into my riding toolbox. As a 5-year-old, we went to it was the first year in Almelo, to the Young Horse World Breeding Championships. And that was also a very, very cool experience. And being able to take Frida, she's very, very sensitive. And that is definitely what makes her so special, and the reason why I think she's going to be an exceptional upper level horse. And then as a 6-year-old, I did the FEI 6-year-old tests. We were in Florida, and she got, all of her scores were up in the 80s, which was pretty exciting. And Laz and I made the decision as a 6-year-old that, you know, like she did her FEI stuff, and I didn't want to push her, you know, go back to Amelo and try and qualify, because we thought we'd kind of focus more on getting the miles and teaching her the higher level stuff. So now a 7-year-old, she's done FEI 7-year-olds also very successfully, and our next goal will be in the fall to do the St. George. She has all of the qualities to be a Grand Prix horse. If it all comes together, it's a long, long road, so you never really know. We're just going to keep on enjoying the journey. So Dancing Feet Dressage started when in 2017, Laz and I made the big decision to move from Germany, where I had been living the last 8 years training and competing, and Lars is from Germany. We made the decision to move back home to Canada, where I grew up in Calgary, Alberta. It's a combination of Lars as a farrier, that's his main focus, and then of course his passion for discovering the young talents. And me, of course, my passion is in the dressage. I have started doing a lot more training since I've been back home. Coaching, I've got a couple of really talented junior young riders, and then we've done it all under one hat, because it all, you know, everything has to coexist. So being able to have the farrier work, you know, Laz's talent and eye for discovering young horses that have the potential to be a good athlete, a good dressage horse. And then from my side, it's the training, you know, everything that I learned when I was in Germany. I trained with Heike for 5 years, Heike Kemmer. Heike was a huge influence. Then Heike also trained with Johnny Hilbrad at the time, and I spent a year with him in full training. And then when I was doing the young horse stuff with Frida, I worked with Hans-Heinrich Meyer-Zustron, who is the German young horse trainer. The fact that Lars and I do it together, since moving back to Canada, I know I wouldn't have felt as confident moving back home had I not had Lars at my side, and just as determined and just as passionate. I mean, geez, he loves the horses just as much as I do, and he's not even you know, I'm in the saddle, and he is just as passionate on the ground, seeing the whole entire process. My absolute favorite saying in German is, von nix kommt nix, and that basically says, from doing nothing, nothing will come of it. Big goals take a lot of hard work, and that's probably, so having my goal always in mind. I mean, geez, when I go running in the morning, we have a crazy hill, and every time when I hit that hill, I say I've got my goal in mind, and I know exactly why I'm running up that hill, because I know I want to achieve something. Even if you don't reach that big goal you've set out for yourself, the process and that mountain that you're climbing, you've sure reached some pretty high peaks.